Hey y'all, welcome back to the shop. Today we've got a, please tractor gods don't punish me. We got a John Deere in here. The only thing that may appease them is that it's a push mower. It's a JS60, non-running. I picked it up for free. I'm going to try the flipping thing, fix it up, sell it. John Deere's got a good name, so maybe somebody will give me a couple bucks for it and we can buy some, international pulling tractor parts. So stick around. I'll get you over here and show you what we got going on. Alright y'all, here it is. Like I said, it's a JS60. It is push mower. I think it's got spark. Well, I know it's got. I'm knocking shit over. Anyways, it does have spark. I tried pulling it over. It's got compression. It's probably a carburetor issue. The thing's been sitting, so I sat outside over the winter. So let's get you set up here on a tripod, and we'll start tearing into this here carburetor and see if we can't get this thing figured out. Alright y'all, I guess we can start out here by testing for spark. Let me see if I can zoom you all in there some. You guys will have to let me know if it does have spark, if the camera will focus. Alright, there we go. Alright. Now, let's see if we got spark on this dog. Alright, you guys tell me if it has spark or not. Alright y'all, yeah, it did have spark, as you guys could see. Thanks for letting me know. So I did have fuel in it, so I'm going to pull this air cover off, get to the carburetor. We'll drop the bowl. I'm assuming the bowl is all gummed up, so all mucked up I should say, for my friends across the pond. Well, not a bad air filter. Outside's dirty, but that's supposed to be there. Not bad, so, Alright, let's, we'll pull this cover here off. Maybe. I got my high dollar perch tray here. Put all this stuff in. If I don't drop them and lose them first. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm gonna have to say that this carburetor is gummed up. When it looks like maple syrup or molasses in the carburetor, pretty good idea. It's going to be pretty well gummed up. So, all right. I'm going to shut you guys off. I'm not going to be able to break it loose with this, so I'm going to grab a couple other tools, and we will. I'll probably end up pulling this cover off so we can see a little better, and we're going to pull that carburetor off there. Alright y'all, let's pull this thing here off first. Alright, we can see this carburetor a little bit better. If I forgot to mention, those 3 bolts that I pulled out of there were a 5/16 head. Took a 5/16 socket. To get the carburetor off, it takes a 3/8. So, alright, I was just checking to make sure that intake manifold wasn't broke or anything. So, turn it up there a little bit to the side and we'll get that linkage off there. Pull that fuel line off that fuel tank automatically. Yeah, that, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but lighting's good enough. That looks like maple syrup down in there, or molasses, one of the two. So let's pull this nut off the bottom of this bowl here and have a gander at the inside. So that down there in the tray. Pull this bowl off of here. Oh, amazingly, the bowl itself doesn't look bad. I mean, there's a little bit of stuff down in the bottom there, a little bit of dirt over there, but it smells like rotten fuel. But we'll pull this fuel line off here. We'll get some cleaner. We'll clean the inside of that. I'm gonna pull that bowl gasket off because I'm going to use brake parts cleaner. And brake parts cleaner will make that rubber gasket there swell up and you'll never get it back together. But yeah, let me grab some more parts here, or stuff and supplies, and we'll finish getting this pulled apart. Alright, y'all, got all my stuff gathered up here. I'm going to start out by taking this fuel line off here because I'll probably put a new piece of fuel line in it. Well, not probably, but I will. You know, pop that off there. We're going to get this pin out of this float there. Look at that thing here and see how it looks. Yeah, it don't look bad. Yeah, not bad at all. Got that. Then we're going to get this gasket off here. So, got my little pick out. See if we can get that off there without injuring it. Uh-oh. She seems pretty tight on there, boys. Yeah, we're just gonna leave that go. Hopefully this carburetor or brake parts cleaner doesn't affect it too much. So. Alright, well, that can's empty, so I'm going to shut the camera off and we'll get another can. Alright guys, got another can of the old parts cleaner here. Shoot down through some of these holes here. She's a dirty one, guys. She's a dirty girl. Alright guys, I think we got her. She looks pretty good. Now, I'm going to take a little WD-40 and maybe. Alright, I'm going to use other penetrating oil here. Kind of get that stuff all cleaned up in there. And I like to use the penetrating oil just because it helps with the seals and stuff a little bit. But it also helps loosen some of that nasty dirt and stuff. Now this one here, it does have the rubber, where are you at? It's got the rubber seal down here in the bottom, but you know, I'm not worried about that because that carburetor brake parts cleaner there shouldn't attack it too bad. Hopefully. Famous last words. Get this thing, give this thing a wipe down. Yeah, she's looking pretty good there. So I might take her over and compress it up, or blow it out some compressed air. We got the bowl here. It should just need a wipe out. Where's my little screwdriver right here? Alright, I'm going to find me a chunk of steel wool or something here to finish cleaning this bowl here out, so we'll bring y'all right back. Alright y'all, just got a little chunk of Scotch-Brite pad there. I'm going to take a little penetrating oil and shoot down in there. Kind of as a lubricant. Get my fat finger all the way down in that bottom recess there. And it's not looking bad. Get a little shot of the good stuff here. Inside and out. Still got a little bit of crusty down there in the bottom. See if we can't get that out of there. Now if it's all stained up, I don't worry about it. It'll be self-cleaning, let's call it. Yeah, don't go half bad. I could get in there with a wire wheel or something and clean her up even better, but I think she'll be alright. There's no big chunks. It means I just threw my Scotch-Brite, I'm done, so. Alright. Alright, let me change my paper in here and we will get this thing reassembled. Sorry guys, forgot to clean that main jet there. She's shooting out there nicely now, so she's all cleaned up good. So let's get this thing put back together. First thing we want to do is hook our float needle there on the float, and take our little pin, throw it across the pan, and then we'll insert it. And then we're going to give the blow test. Alright, she's all sealed up there. I'm going to put that bowl back on there, and that bowl gasket was stuck to the bottom of this bowl, so we're not going to mess with that. We're hoping that we can do this quick and dirty, cheap and dirty, whatever you want to call it. Got my little ratchet here, which I had, and oh, put it in the pan over here. Alright. I'll just snug this up. You don't have to herk it on there. So got that. That throttle butterfly is working good, so we'll get back over here on the mower and we'll get this thing reinstalled. Alright y'all, got a new piece of fuel line here. I'm going to stick it on the fuel tank there first. Put a new clamp on it. So there's that on there. And we'll get Mr. Clamp slid up on there, nice and tight. There you go. Alright, grab the carburetor here. I'm going to bolt that back on. Oh, first we got to hook our linkage up. Just sticks back in that hole there on the top where it come out of. It'll sit right back up in there. So there's that one. Like I said, these are 3/8 head bolts. There's no ring back in there on that intake manifold. That got to make sure that it was there. So, like I said, just snug them up, and then find our other hose clamp wherever it got to. There it is. I'll slide that on here. And we're going to slip that up on the carburetor itself. Just like that. There's the new. These clamps are almost too small for this fuel line, but they'll work. There you go. We got the fit. I'm going to wait to put the air cleaner and cover and stuff on it until I put some fuel in it. And we're going to make sure that this bowl don't flip. Make sure this float bowl don't leak. So let me grab some fuel. We'll dump some fuel in there, and then we'll see if she's leaking or not. Alright guys, got the fuel here. Start dumping some in here. I'll put about a half tank or so. Oop, I was going to put a half tank in, but that's a full tank. So, alright, so we got a full tank of fuel. So, see here. Let me turn you guys a little bit here so you can see what's going on. Make sure we ain't got no leaks or anything. There you go. So far so good. No leaks. It's not coming up out of the carburetor or anything. So I say we throw the spark plug back in her, get her back down on the ground. We'll give her a pull start, see if she fires up and runs. Let me get this thing down on the ground, and we will do just that. Alright guys, I'm going to drop this thing to the ground here. I did put the top back on the pull start there. So. Alright. Turn this thing a little bit here. Got the dead man handle pull. You guys did see spark, right? Yeah, we're getting a little bit of puff out of the exhaust there. Let me give her a little shot of something here to maybe encourage her to take off here. Alright guys, I think we still got a problem with that there carburetor. Maybe I didn't get something cleaned out good enough. Alright guys, I'm going to say I didn't get that carburetor cleaned out good enough. I thought I did, but she's only running for a second. Maybe that float's stuck or something. I'll get her back up in the air and we'll get to looking again. Alright guys, I'm going to start by pulling that fuel line off here. I got a funny feeling the way the inside of that carburetor looks, or looked, and up here in the throat, that we may be having a fuel delivery issue. No? Nope, nope, nope. So let me put that fuel line back on there, clamp her off again. Now we'll grab my half-inch drive or half-inch socket. We'll pull that float bowl off there. Even though we did the blow test, we got to make sure that we're getting fuel to that carburetor. I sure hope this ain't the tractor gods punishing me for having this thing in here, but nah. Now we're getting drip, 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 drip there, so I'm going to say no. Yeah, we got fuel in that bowl, so I know we checked this main jet. Let me grab my my torch tip cleaners. Wherever I tossed them down at. We'll run them down through that thing again. You can tell the ones you use all the time are the ones that are bent. There we go. I think. Well, we need to go another size smaller yet. Sorry if this is boring you guys. There we go. Got one to go down through her there. One size here. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing here. I'm just running that torch tip cleaner in and out of there a little bit. Get my fat fingers to hang on to this thing. Yeah, there we go. Now she's shooting good. I mean, she was shooting good before, but alright. That's even better. I sprayed up to that emulsion tube again there a little bit. So let's throw this sucker back together again. And we'll drop her down and see what we got after that. I know we had fuel coming into the float bowl, so keep getting it started, but then it moves. And alright, I'm gonna shut the camera off. I'll bring y'all back once I get that sucker up in there. As soon as I hit the button on the camera, it threaded right in. So, alright. Got a little ratchet bag out here again. A little snug there. Put my torch tip cleaners away so I don't mess them up. And we'll take this clamp off the fuel line. Give her a little pinch the other way to make sure we ain't got no leaks. You guys watch that. I'm going to toss this stuff over here on the bench. Any leaks, guys? Nope. Looks pretty good. Alright, I'm going to drop this thing back down on the ground, and we'll bring you back, and we'll try to get this sucker started one more time. Alright guys, got it down off the lift there. Dead man handle pulled. That dead man's gonna need a little work on her, but awesome. She runs. We ain't got no leaks, so alright guys, that'll do it for today on this here John Deere JS60 Push mower. Got that carburetor all cleaned out, got it running and everything. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do a flip on this thing. I've never really flipped anything. I mean, I've had mowers that I've fixed up and sold, but you know, not purposely to resell. Just been stuff I've had around. People bring their stuff in to be fixed. It can't be fixed. You know, I have something here, I sell them, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, all in all, really nice on this thing here. Fairly easy job cleaning that carburetor out. On the next video, we'll probably sharpen the blade, do an oil change on it, spruce her up a little bit, get some of the plastics cleaned up, get the engine and stuff all cleaned up and everything on her. Might restyle the wheels, but I ain't sure. Probably not, because these are John Deere wheels. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys. Appreciate it. And as always, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, get all the notifications, everything we do here in the shop. Y'all check out my weekly live stream Sunday nights, 7 p.m. We talk about a little bit of everything. Daily life, mowers, tractors, everything like that. You know, so appreciate y'all stopping by, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.